Hi, yeah, Martin here. Thank you for joining me for Turner's Journey episode 73. I hope you're well and you've had amazing creative weeks and weekends in your workshops. Big thanks, as always, to everybody who commented on the last video, which was the hollow form video, and also episode 72, which was the giveaway results. There has been a huge amount that has happened since the giveaway results were released 2 weeks ago. So I'm very sorry there wasn't a Turner's Journey last week, but it was just mental. I can't believe how busy things became not long after those results were released. It was mind-blowing to such a point that it kind of took me by surprise. It really did, and as such, I've got a little bit behind on things, not least because I've been out of the workshop for a couple of days this week, which I'll talk about in a minute. So time is something I come back to a lot in Turner's Journey, and how splitting time up or compartmentalising time in and around the workshop and the business side of things and videoing and all the domestic duties and stuff that I have, like taking the kids ice skating and all that kind of stuff. I keep referring back to time a lot, and it gets me thinking, can I streamline myself or streamline my time or make better use of my time all the time? As you know, I've got a guy that comes in and helps me with packing of orders and stuff. He comes in Tuesday mornings and Thursday mornings, a cracking guy called Steve, and he does a fantastic job. But also recently I've had to take on somebody to give me a hand with my admin side of things, which takes up a huge amount of time. So I'm very pleased to welcome Leisure on board as kind of my virtual assistant to look after admin inquiries and other bits and pieces like that. So I'm really pleased that I've got some additional help now in and around the shop and with business in general. It's a magnificent step forward for me having staff. It's a little bit it's a little bit scary, but it needed to be done. And everybody's getting into kind of the swing of things at the moment as well. So a couple of things get delayed every now and then, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We've gone from being a one-man band to 3. And I have a student that comes in on a Thursday afternoon as well, Christian, to do some odd bits and pieces too. So it's great to have Christian along for general stuff in the afternoons. So time is getting a little bit freer. I still need to streamline it a little bit and make better use of the time that I have. So it's all good on that front. Now, those of you who follow me on Facebook, you would have seen earlier on last week. I think it was last week. Yeah, last week. Hampshire Sheen now has a new retailer, which is Turner's Retreat, one of the UK's largest woodturning stores, owned by the Sorby company, and I had the pleasure of delivering their order day before yesterday. So Turner's Retreat are now on board with Hampshire Sheen, and they have a full range of stock, and that should be going onto their website very, very soon. So that's really, really exciting. Now, also, when I was up at Turner's Retreat, which is some 200 miles away from me, I had the pleasure of demonstrating at the Bristol Woodturners Club, not far from Leeds, in a place called Merfield, which is just round the corner from Taylor's Merfield, who sadly I didn't have a chance to go and see because, again, time was against me. But I had a great evening at the Bristol Woodturners Club, and I turned this for them. It's They wanted me to demonstrate Hampshire Sheen and also the new colouring range, so I used the reds and yellows on the back of the piece and the blues and greens and stuff on the front. I was made to feel extremely welcome up there, and I must say a big thank you to Bill Semple for booking me, and Casper for hosting me and making me feel very welcome, and for all of the members who were there and asking lots and lots of questions as well. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I was made to feel extremely welcome, so thank you. Now, the day after, yesterday, which was Thursday, I was invited to go to the Robert Sorby factory in Sheffield and have a look at their factory facilities and stuff. And I had a lovely couple of hours with Chris Pouncey, the UK sales director, who showed me around the factory. And I had no real expectations when I went, because I had absolutely no idea. But I was was I expecting? I don't know what. I really don't know what I was expecting. Whether it was going to be a nice, swanky, ultra clean industrial unit or big factory thing. I've got no idea. But I was invited in, and it's amazing. The place is just great. Every single tool is finished by hand. The bevels are put on by hand. The tools are polished. The flutes are polished by hand. And the tools, the tool handles are made in-house and they're finished by hand. And then the tools are put into the handles by hand. It's brilliant. I was absolutely gobsmacked because they're such a big, well-known company that I was expecting loads and loads of automation and posh machinery and stuff like that, but it's not. It really is old school, putting handles on tools by hand. It's brilliant. I was blown away. I was walking around like that. It was just brilliant. Well, it looks like a large double garage at the front, and then you walk in through the door, and then it just opens up. It's a bit like Doctor Who's TARDIS. It's all a bit trans-dimensional. It's so much bigger on the inside than it appears on the outside. It was brilliant. I really, really enjoyed visiting them and sharing a cup of coffee with Chris and meeting the ladies in the office and the marketing guys and all of that. It was brilliant. I was really, really I was blown away by it, actually, as you can probably tell. It was very exciting to see such a world-renowned tool manufacturer actually making their stuff and seeing it all put together by hand. It was just brilliant. Really, really enjoyed it. So, guys at Sorby, thank you very much for your time. It was great to meet you all. Right, as you probably know, Hampshire sheen and stuff is made in a shed, a 10 by 8 shed, which is just over there. And since I've bought the stains on board and stuff, the racking that I have over there isn't big enough to cope with all of the stock that I'm making. And if I turn the camera around, you can see the state of the workshop. There's the Hampshire sheen shed over there. It was really windy a couple of weeks ago, and it lost the felt off its roof. And because of time, I haven't had a chance to fix it yet. But there are loads and loads of boxes and bottles for the stains, for the coloured dyes, and I need somewhere to put it, because over there are the racks where all the stock was. There's not much stock there at the moment because it's all boxed up, but there isn't enough room for that lot to go on the rack. So I need a new shed. I need a sort of a Hampshire sheen global. I need a Hampshire sheen global distribution centre, which I need to have done as as soon as possible. So I'm looking at having that in place by the end of March, so I can actually get those boxes and stuff over there, and then I can move the Hampshire sheen manufacturing from that shed into the new one, which is going to be 20 by 10 feet, I think. And then I can turn the old shed into a wood shed, because I've got so much wood kicking around. I need somewhere to store it and also to dry it, because I've got a lot of wet timber as well. Now, the title of this episode is Coming to America. With the AAW Symposium in Kansas coming up in June, and Jeff at the Walnut Log Studio having a stand there for Hampshire Sheen and Yorkshire Grit, I thought I can't let him have all the fun by himself. So I am going to the AAW Symposium between the 22nd and the 26th of June this year. The flights are booked, the hotels are booked, and I can't wait to get there. Glyn from Yorkshire Grit is also going to be there as well. So if you are going to the AAW Symposium in Kansas, then look us up. I can't remember the stand number that we're on at the moment, but I'll let you know closer to the time. So I'm really excited, really excited to be going to America and the AAW Symposium in Kansas in June. I'm staying at the Marriott Hotel, which is the one that the AAW recommend, or that's the one that's associated with the symposium. So I'm staying there, and it'll be great to be able to catch up with some of you in the bar in the evening, or even, well, whenever I will be there. Next week, I have the unfortunate duty of attending a funeral, so I don't think there will be a project video next week for that reason. Mike Walt has this morning nominated me for the Turner's 10 questions, which I will probably do Monday. If I get a chance to do it today, then I will. I'm just trying to get hold of the person I would like to nominate at the end of it to see if they're happy with me doing that. So it may not be till Monday that I can do that. And other than that, that's about it. I can't think that there's anything else, and I actually made some notes today. Haven't had a chance to sort out a Q&A for today's Turner's Journey, but I'll sort out a Q&A for next week. So if you do have any questions, then please do leave them in the comments section, and I'll do my best to add them into the Q&A for next week. Well, that's it. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.